Find a comfortable seat where your sitting bones are heavy on the ground and your pelvis feels comfortable. You might need a cushion or a bolster underneath your sitting bones. So your knees are a little bit lower than your hips. And begin to close your eyes. Allow yourself to feel this moment. Sensations on your skin. Your bones. Soften the space around your eyes and behind your eyes. Soften the muscles of your face, your neck. Soften your shoulders. And visualize your spine growing taller towards the sky. And imagine you're drawing the air from a wider space behind your nose, from the back of your throat, the back of your heart. Take a deep inhale here, and a soft exhale. And again, deep inhale. Soft exhale. Bring your right hand with a fist, hollow fist, to your left collarbone right above it. Contact it first. Then 5 hits. And bring your hand down. Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. And travel with your left hand, soft fist, heavy hand 5 times. Breathe. Bring both hands, fist, right behind the corner of your jaw, underneath your earlobes, and right in front of the rivers of your neck, 5 times there. Bring your hands down, and breathe. Right fist right above your left armpit 5 times. And switch to the other side 5 times. Interlace your fingers and bring them in between your chest. Feel the bone, your sternum, travel down and up, exploring the places where it feels interesting. Now, bring both fists, cross your arms in front of your chest, underneath your collarbone, and begin to tap. Tap through your sternum. Continue with one hand only and tap 5 times in the space between belly button and the end of your sternum. And bring your hand down. full breath in between. Now bring both fists to the front part of your pelvis where the muscles of your legs meet the muscles or the tissues around your hips. 5 times there. Breathe here. Now bring both legs in front of you, soles of your feet on the ground, your fist right underneath your knees. 5 times. And bring the soles of your feet together, right below your ankle and in front of the tissues around your Achilles tendon, and 5 times there. Cross your legs. Allow yourself a few seconds to feel. Breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. And if you had a bolster underneath your sitting bones, take it out. Feel your sitting bones contacting the earth underneath you. Walk your sitting bones back. Lift your low belly as if you could draw the low belly towards the back of your heart. Breathe deeply to the sides of the pelvis and imagine that the rivers of your spine are growing even taller towards the sky. Begin to lean back. And as you lean back, your knees are naturally going to start bringing themselves up, pushing up. Bring them up a little bit further. Keep breathing deep to the sides of the pelvis and lean even further back. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Now bring your right hand to your heart, your left hand to your belly button or right above it. Keep the low belly lifted. Imagine that you can breathe deeply to the sides of the pelvis and let that energy expand towards your upper body, the rest of your upper body, towards your chest. Imagine that your collarbones are being lifted towards the sky, but your sternum is holding the front of your heart. So instead of flaring out, it's holding the front of your heart. Lean back a little bit more. Push your knees a little bit further up. Now begin to twist your upper body towards your right knee, and imagine that your right knee is being drawn further away from your hip, your right hip. And as you do this, resist with your right sitting bone. Keep pushing your right knee further away. And as you do this, your right ribs come in. Deep breath here. Now imagine that as you exhale, your left knee begins to be drawn away from your left hip. And as you do this, your left ribs come in. Your left knee, imagine that it's moving away, further away. And twist internally. Twist your upper body towards your left knee. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And as you exhale, right knee further away from your hip. Deep breath. Left side, left knee away. Right side, right knee away. Spiral your upper body towards the pulling away knee. Now move side to side at the rhythm of your breath. Keep breathing deeply towards the sides of your pelvis. Lean back a little bit more if you want to find a challenge. a shake, deep core activation. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest and lean forward. Gather. Inhale. Expand your arms as you inflate your inner balloon. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest one more time. Inhale, inflate, fly. Exhale, last one. Inhale, inflate, fly. Exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Allow a few seconds to feel long belly, long spine towards the sky. Now bring your hands on the ground in front of you. Baby hands. So the inner part of your hand is a little bit lifted and you're feeling the contact with the ground, especially with the outer part of your hands, the pinky moon of the hand. Move the weight of your body towards the right side and then the left side, swaying between the outer part of your left hand towards the outer part of your right hand. As you do this, keep the low belly lifted, sitting bones back. Imagine that your sitting bones are being pulled back. As you do this, your knees are being pulled towards the earth. Now take deep breaths. Inflate your upper body. Let it expand and begin to play around, drawing circles with your ribs to one side. Use your breath. And then to the other side. Come back to the apparent stillness. Breathe deeply to the sides of the pelvis here. Now we're gonna do our double breath here, so it's gonna be a one breath, long breath towards the sides of the pelvis, a shorter breath, and a heavy exhale through the mouth. So it's gonna sound like this. Prepare with a deep inhale. And a heavy exhale. Exhale all out. And begin. On your next exhale, exhale all out, and at the end of your exhale, hold the air. And even as you hold, begin to move your sitting bones back towards your heels. Keep holding. Even as you move towards the sky and to the front, keep holding. Take a deep inhale here. Inflate up and forward. Exhale back. Slow spinal waves. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. Use your breath as the only guide. And come back to center eventually. Walk your knees back. Walk your hands forward. Bring your elbows to the ground in front of your shoulders so they're not landing right underneath them. Walk your elbows a little bit further away from your shoulders. Walk your knees a little bit back. Keep your low belly lifted. The front of the heart is being held by the sternum. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis and walk your knees a little bit further back if you want to challenge this. Deep breath. Find the shake. Five. Deep breath. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands on the ground. Sitting bones back. Feel your knees pushing to the ground. Feel your hands on the ground. Move the weight side to side. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis here. Allow yourself to feel. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, sitting bones back towards your heels. Bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, way forward. As you exhale, begin to lift your knees off the ground. Do it slow. Keep your baby hands. So connect with the outer edges of your left hand and your right hand connected to the elbows, the outer edges of elbows, outer edges of your wings. Begin to lift your sitting bones and hips up. Work your way into your downward facing dog. Instead of going immediately towards it, explore the movements to make it there. Pedaling your feet side to side, moving your hips side to side. Deep breath. Now let your heels fall to their left side. Bend your knees as you do this, and the tendency is going to be that the hips are going to fall to the ground. Resist the tendency of this and pull the sitting bones up and hips up. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Imagine that your right side of your body is growing taller like a rainbow towards the sky. Exhale. Heels to the right side. Sitting bones back and up. Bend your knees and find a little bit of a bounce here. Exhale, come back to center. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale and walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale down. Sitting bones activated, sitting bones pulling back and up. So you probably are used to keeping your legs straight. I invite you to bend your knees here and activate your sitting bones, and as they pull, the sitting bones are the one pulling your knees to maybe be a little bit more straight but not completely locked. Soften your arms and your shoulders, your neck and your head. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Now imagine that you can actually rotate your thighs inside your pelvis at the crest of your hips. So imagine they're rotating internally, but your knees are not collapsing. They're staying there, pulling forward. As you find that inner rotation, find the inner fountain coming from the earth, pulling energy towards your head as you take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, imagine it water fall through the edges of your skin. Now take a deep inhale, draw the air, draw the energy, bring it up through your pelvis, bring it to your arms, half lift, fly. Exhale down. Twice more, inhale from the inner fountain, fly. Exhale down. One more, deep inhale, fly. Exhale down. Let your arms hang heavy and feel. On your next inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring them on the sides of your body. Soft Tadasana, feel. Bend your knees, find a little bit of a bounce and move with your rivers. Almost unnoticeable movement. Separate your feet as wide as your hips. Internally rotate your thighs. Bring both hands to your hips and invite your pelvis to close at the front. Sitting bones back, knees forward, low belly goes towards the back of the sky of the heart, so it's lifted. Breathe here. Bring your hips a little bit lower. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Find the stability of the outer edges of your hips and the outer edges of your legs. Push with your big thumb, with your big toe. Push with your big toe and your second toe towards the sides. So there's a lift in the inner part of your feet. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Take a deep inhale, inflate, fly here. Fly here. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Soft bounce. Deep breath. Low belly lifted. Inhale, fly. Exhale, sitting bones back. Vortex chair. Bounce. Now bring the weight towards the left side of your body so your left knee is pushing forward even more. Take a deep inhale, inflate your right leg up. And begin to rotate your body, your upper body towards the floating leg. Imagine that you can create a space with your with your breath, with your breathing deeply towards the side of the pelvis. Your floating leg is softened. Exhale, bring it down to the ground. Shift the weight of your body to the right side, pushing the right knee forward, sitting bone back, right sitting bone back. Inflate the left leg up. Rotate your upper body towards the floating leg. Deep inhale, creating more space between your ribs and your hips. Exhale down. Shift to the other side, left. Right knee up. Floating, soft leg. And as you exhale, bring it back into a lunge. A short lunge. And you don't have to stay where you land. You can move your feet around and find your roots. Keep pushing with your left knee forward and your left sitting bone back. So lengthen your thigh bone, lengthen your thigh bone. Find a little bit of a bounce here. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Now bring your left hand to the left ribs. Soft right hand. Lean forward. Take a deep inhale, inflate. Your right arm, unfurl your right arm up. Exhale, bring it to the front. Twist your upper body towards your left leg. Touch your wrist with your knee with your wrist. Lean forward, bring both hands in front of you. Inhale, inflate, fly. Exhale, left hand to your ribs. Exhale, right wrist to your left knee. Gather, inhale, fly. Exhale, left hand to the left ribs, right hand to the knees. This time, lean forward. Begin to lift your right leg up. As you do this, lean a little bit further forward and go into your Mercury, rotating internally. So there's an internal rotation even as you lift your right leg up. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. And exhale. Bring your right leg down. Allow yourself a few seconds to feel. Moving side to side. Shift the weight of your body to the right side. Vortex chair. Inflate the left leg up. Soft leg. Rotate your upper body towards the floating leg. Begin to move your leg back and go into your lunge. Even in your lunge, internally rotate both legs. Find your roots. So move your feet around if you need to. Right sitting bone pulling back, left knee pulling forward. Find a little bit of a bounce here. Bring your right hand to your right ribs. Left hand is soft. Lean forward. Inhale, inflate the left arm, unfurl it. Exhale, bring your left hand towards the front, the right knee, leaning forward with it. Gather both hands in front of your chest. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale, right hand to your right ribs. Left wrist to your right knee. Gather, inflate, pull apart. Keep pushing your right knee forward, your right sitting bone back. Exhale, right hand to your right ribs. Touch your wrist, your knee with your wrist. Inflate, pull apart. Bring your right hand to your right ribs. Exhale. This time, twist your upper body towards the right side. Lean forward. Begin to lift your left leg up. Go into your Mercury. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Internal rotation of your left leg. Exhale, bring it down. Breathe here. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your pelvis and rotate internally. Sitting bones back. Inhale, fly. Exhale, hands to the ground, downward facing dog. Find your downward facing dog and explore it. Allow yourself to explore. Moving side to side, hips side to side. Inhale, inflate forward, plank. But instead of going to a straight plank, soften your knees, pull your sitting bones back and your knees forward. Bend your elbows a little bit. Shift your weight side to side. How soft can you be on your baby hands? Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis on 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, sitting bones back and closer to the heels. Exhale, gather in front of your chest, bounce. Inhale, fly once. Resist the tendency of the pelvis to hollow the low back. Instead of doing this, try to keep your sitting bones pulling back, resisting the pelvis. Inflate, your collarbones are facing the sky. Your sternum is holding the front of your heart. Exhale, hands on the ground, hips back. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, lift your knees, sitting bones up, downward facing dog. Move your hips side to side. Pedal your feet. Let your heels fall to the left side. Find a little bit of a bounce here. And this time let your left knee dangle closer to the ground. So this is what's happening here. Your right leg is open. Your left leg is closer to the ground as the knee hangs closer. Your right hand is also tickling the ground. It doesn't have to come up. It can be tickling. It can be closer to the ground, but it's soft. The right leg is pushing back and the left hand is pushing forward, so there's a diagonal tension here. Find a little bit of a bounce. Exhale, go to the other side. Other side. And then let your right knee dangle closer to the ground. Push your right hand and left leg in opposite directions. Find the tension diagonal. Deep breath, open the left side towards the sky. Exhale, back to the center. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale and walk towards your hands. Exhale, lower. Inhale, inflate and fly once. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands on in the front of your pelvis, inviting your pelvis to close at the front. Your heels are going a little bit to the sides, but they're not collapsing your knees. So your knees are staying there, sitting bones are pulling back and your knees are pulling forward. Bend forward. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, hands on the ground, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, but internally rotate it. So if you see it from this side, internally rotate your right leg as it goes up. Bend your standing knee. So the leg that is on the ground is bent. Bend it even more. And begin to straighten your right leg back. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis, even as you straighten your right leg behind you. There's an internal rotation on that leg. Exhale, bring your right leg next to your right arm. Bend your left knee. And get closer to the ground with your right elbow. Explore the sensations of your right thigh inside your hip. And bring the elbow closer to the ground. Your left knee is off the ground, but really close to it. Take a deep inhale. Pinky moon of the left hand. Inflate. Find the strength of the outer edges of your right foot and your right hand. Unfurl your right arm. Exhale, bring it closer to the ground. Elbow close to the ground. Twice more. Inhale, inflate the right arm up. Keep your eyes soft on the ground. Exhale, close to the ground. Last time, inhale, unfurl the right arm. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm open. Close the fingers, bring the wrist, bring the elbow, bring the shoulder closer to the ground. Breathe here and prepare for a front kick. Using the same cues. Take a deep inhale, go on the ball of your feet. Push forward with your knee and bring your left leg through. Keep inflating so your your spine is long and your belly is long towards the sky. Instead of letting your leg fall to the side, rotate it internally. Long belly. Exhale all the way back. Bend your back knee, bend your front knee as well. One last time, inflate. Internally rotate your left leg forward. Exhale, bring it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, melt to the ground. Breathe here and feel. Prepare for your breathing push-ups. So take a deep inhale here. Baby hands. Soft exhale. Inhale, as you inhale, go up. Bend your knees. Sitting bones back and up. Find your roots. Make contact with the ground with the outer edges of your hand. Internally rotate your legs softly. Bend your knees. When you inhale, go down. As you get closer to the ground, do a little bit of an exhale, but it's only like a 25%. Inhale up. Exhale up here. Bend your elbows a little bit. Inhale down. Exhale here. Inhale up. If this is too much, go on your knees and same thing. Exhale here. And the last one, take a deep inhale. Make it as slow as you can. Keep inhaling. Keep inflating. Exhale softly here. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale and walk towards your hands. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, fly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your standing knee as much as you need to. Keep a little bit of a bounce here. Begin to rotate your left leg internally even more. Even as you begin to straighten your left leg, keep the internal rotation. Exhale, bring it next to your left hand. Bend your back knee, your back leg. Come closer to the ground with your left elbow. When you inhale, inflate your inner balloon. Unfurl your left arm, shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm of the hand. Exhale, closed wrist, shoulder. Inhale twice more. Exhale. Last one, keeping your eyes soft on the ground. Exhale. Come closer to the ground with your elbow. This time, inhale. Bring the weight of your body on the ball of your feet. Left knee pulling forward. Kick through. Internally rotate your right leg. Deep breath breath, long spine. Exhale, back. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale here. Deep inhale here. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, going to your knees. Sit on your heels. Close your eyes if you're not there yet and feel. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Come onto your all fours. Take a deep inhale, lift your knees off the ground. Move the weight of your body side to side. So we're not in a plank, but we're not in all fours. We're off the ground with our knees, standing only on our toes and the outer edges of our hands. Moving side to side. How soft can you be here? Low belly is lifted. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. On 3, and 2, 1, downward facing dog. Move your feet. Prepare for our last drill, mountain climbers. But instead of just doing this, move your hips side to side. Join me when you feel like it. Deep breath. Keep breathing down to the sides of the pelvis. Bend your elbows a little bit more. 10 seconds more, go faster. Deep breath. 5, 3, 2, 1. Slowly move into your Shavasana as graciously as you can. As graciously as you can. Let your bones melt to the ground. Breathe deeply towards the sides of the pelvis. And connect with the sensations here. Deep breath. Keep drifting deeper behind your eyes. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. One more time, deep inhale. And soft exhale. And try to keep a little bit of these sensations, of this energy. As you come back, moving your hands, moving your fingers and your toes. Closing and opening your fist. Extending your arms to the side. Stretching your legs. Stretching your arms behind your head or to the sides. And exhale. Soften everything. And with your eyes closed, begin to move back to a sitting position, a comfortable one. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And use a bolster, a pillow underneath your sitting bones. Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Again, deep inhale. Soft exhale. Last time, a deep inhale. And a heavy and long exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope that ignited a little bit of your fire, but try to stay in the middle between fire and the depths and keep some of that with you for the rest of the day or night. Thank you for being here.